Hey guys, it's Grace, and today I'm going to be doing a book review. So I started this series called Books I Love, and about every month or month and a half I'm going to be doing another one of those videos. So first in this video I'm going to be talking about how I liked the last book that I read, which was this book right here called The Good Girl, and I'm going to be telling you guys what I thought about the end, and then I'm going to be getting into this book, which is Carrie Hope Fletcher's All I Know Now, and I will be telling you guys what I've thought of the first half of this book. Good Girl. I told you guys that I like kind of mystery books that you think you know the ending of them, but you don't actually know the ending of it. Also, this shirt is from Cape Cod because I just got back from Cape Cod, and I'm filming this video right before I leave for NSLC, so you guys will see this when I'm still at NSLC. But anyways, back to The Good Girl. It was an awesome book. I would recommend reading it if you've read any of the like Harlan Coben mystery novels or anything like that. It was an incredible story, and the ending was like insane. You think that you know everything, and like one thing after another is happening, and then suddenly it's like the last few pages and you're like, oh my god, what? How did this happen? Like, this could have been avoided so many ways if they just done this and this. And yeah, it was a really amazing book that kept me going right until the end. Some things that I liked about this book a lot was the fact that it had different point of views in the chapters. And I honestly normally don't really like that in a book, but it seemed to work in this book in favor of, you know, building the mystery and building the suspense and leaving out certain details that you might have gotten if you had a different person's point of view on a certain section of the plot. But I also really liked that the chapters were super short. I love it when chapters are short because it makes me feel like I'm doing more. I'm motivated to read more chapters and more pages, and also it's a very easy stopping point. I have that problem a lot with a lot of books that have very long chapters. I never really know when to stop, and it's not really convenient to stop, which kind of puts me off from reading the book sometimes. Overall, I would definitely recommend it. It was an awesome book. Alright, now moving on to this book. So basically this is Carrie Hope Fletcher's first novel. If you guys don't follow her or watch her on YouTube, she is a actress. She was in Les Mis on West End. She was also in the tour of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and now she's in the tour of Addams Family. Literally my dream life. She is pretty successful on YouTube. She has, I think, maybe 700,000 subscribers on YouTube, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But if you guys haven't checked out her channel yet, you should definitely go check it out. It's called It's Way Past My Bedtime. And so she's actually written a couple of books after this, but this was the only book that she's written so far that is a non-fiction book. So this is an advice book for people who are young, and she calls it Wanderings and Reflections on Growing Up Gracefully. I haven't read her other books yet, and I wanted to try this one since it did come out first. And this, I actually ordered this from Waterstones in Europe because it was way more expensive, honestly, with shipping and stuff like that from Amazon. So, and I couldn't get her newer book from Amazon, so I was like, I'm just gonna order it from Waterstones and pay for the international shipping. But I do believe they have this at like Barnes and Noble, maybe those kinds of stores. They have it somewhere, but she is from London, England, Europe, that kind of area. So I'm going to read you the little blurb, not on the back, it's inside this time, and then I will tell you guys what I thought. Dear you, my name is Carrie and I'm 23 years old. Apparently that makes me an adult. Yikes, I had stuffed animals. Anyhow, grown up or not, I did manage to make it through the teen age, more or less, in one piece, and a few years ago, I started talking and writing online about some of the things that I learned back then, and a few things I've realized since. My daft videos and blogs about broken hearts, bullies, and body image, among other things, seemed to help people, so I collected all those thoughts and bits of advice and ramblings into a book. This book. And gosh, isn't it pretty? Go on, stroke it. You know you want to. I'm not an expert on life. Things I am an expert on: cake, Disney, making the perfect cuppa. that's about it. But I think I do know a bit about what's worrying you. And maybe, with a little bit of luck, some of my stories will make you smile, make you think, and most of all, give you faith that it will all work out all right in the end. Because it will. I promise. All I know now is not all that much, but I hope it's enough to help. Lots of love, Carrie. It's kind of just like, almost, I would say, a memoir or like something that's just kind of an advice book, and it talks about a bunch of different topics: how to handle bullying, how to be smart online, how to be polite to other people. It's a lot of her stories from her experiences, and this is kind of something new for me. I don't normally read these kinds of books that YouTubers put out or anything like that, but I actually really have enjoyed it. I would say that it's definitely for someone who's a little bit younger than me. I'm 19 now, I'll be 20 in February, which is a long ways away, but I have already kind of experienced a lot of the things that she's talking about and kind of already had come to the conclusions that she's talked about. But I definitely think that someone who is going through high school, going through a lot of changes, having struggles with your peer group or having struggles with other people, it talks about like sex and relationships and that kind of stuff as well. So that's definitely something that I would have loved to have had if I was a little bit younger, and I think it's great for, you know, your teenage years in high school and late middle school and that kind of stuff, just to give you a heads up on what's coming for you. But I do really like the way she writes this. It's kind of like she's almost talking to you, or it's kind of like her diary or something like that, where she, you know, does little commentary and stuff like that. It's not just like, here are the facts and here's the story. She kind of like has a joking, you know, tone and attitude throughout the whole thing. But she also does talk about some very serious topics in here. I also love, because I'm a theater person, that she has her sections separated as acts, and then she has like the interval, which is intermission, in the middle, which I find awesome. And she also has like the prelude, or yeah, the program is what she calls her index. And yeah, so I just really enjoyed how that was structured, just being a theater person at heart. So I am only halfway through this, but yeah, I would say that I think she writes very well. I think this is a lot of great advice. I just don't think that it's something that I honestly really needed. I just love her so much and I wanted to read her book. But I would definitely say if you are younger than me, then this would be a great book to have, especially if you're struggling. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be talking to you about the rest of this book in my next video of these. I'm not sure what book I'm going to be reading next. I'm going to try to like spread it out a little bit. I won't do On the Other Side, which is her next book, for a couple more of these videos, just so that I don't have like the same author multiple times in a row. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more. If you haven't already, you can check out my previous video on this side of the screen and my previous vlog on that side of the screen. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.